20, so.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Oh, is there
And
sound
we're
now?
coming back.
Can you hear us?
Hopefully the sound is here.
Yes, it should be here now.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I thought I had put everything on autopilot, but I didn't. So
Hennessy's used to being behind the
I was wrong.
scenes.
I was wrong.
Hey, everybody, welcome to.
Hello.
This is Reverse the Verse, Star Citizen Community Team's weekly informal live stream with sound.
With sound.
And we're here to take your questions, talk to you about what's going on this week, and just hang around for a little bit. As I said when you couldn't hear me, you may notice that Jared is not in today. He's on a well-needed vacation, but we've put him in the corner.
In a box.
In a box.
In this box right here. So if somebody says you can't put Jared in a box, that is not true. We have done it.
And it's in the corner, too, so
Yes.
you can put Jared in the corner.
Yes, we can put Jared in the corner. So I thought that he would appreciate his favorite photo, though, of him and Billy D. Williams living on even in his absence.
So we are, we're going to have a shorter show this week. We're just going to do half an hour. That is because things are a little bit crazy here at CIG LA today. In addition to being down at Jared, this is Chris Roberts' last day in the LA office for a couple weeks at least. He'll be off working on Squadron 42 after this. So we want to get some time with him for some video stuff and just general syncs. So busy day. We're going to do a slightly shorter RTV and, hey, maybe you don't need to look at us for a whole hour.
Maybe. Yeah, tell us what you think of it in the various places that you tell us things. What you thought of a shorter show.
So let's talk about our weeks. And this time we will start with Justin. How was your week?
I feel like this week was really busy because we had a lot going on, and so, but it was good. Went by quick. We are doing a lot of things that they've seen on the forums, so it's kind of just going through and kind of figuring out. It's like learning a job all over again. So, but it was good. Got a lot of stuff done. So
Yes, he's referring to we're kind of overhauling our whole video process. So we're going to have cool new stuff and things are going to change in the next couple weeks, and it's all coming together really well. If you are a subscriber, there is a thread on the forums where we want your feedback on some of the segments we are working on. Please let us know what you think. There's a poll, and we really appreciate your comments. All right, Mr. Thomas Hennessy, what did you do this week?
I did the same thing. I feel like it's every week is different, but every week is the same. So, this week we worked on it was a little bit different because we are trying some new things, and so part of the way that we're doing that is I'm shooting like pilots basically. Like, hey, I have an idea for a way we can do this type of thing, and so I go out and I shoot it, but it's only for Chris and Sandy and everyone to see and see what they like and don't like and ways you do it. So I spent a lot of time working on some different kind of news formats and ways we can do behind the scenes things doing that. And then I spent some time playing the game too. I spent a little more time in 2.4 just kind of trying to really familiarize myself with all the different nooks and crannies of it and see what else is in there. So
Did we do a studio-wide playtest?
it was very small this week. Okay. So everyone has been super busy, and so the playtest has kind of drifted off a little bit, but it does happen every week. But it's how much engagement we get depends on
what everybody else
what everyone else is doing. So yeah, but that's kind of my. I got a car accident. That was had nothing to do with work though. That was just a pain in the butt dealing with insurance companies trying to.
Did you get the?
I got a rental car yesterday. I'm still dealing with the other person's insurance company trying to get them to pay for it, but they're giving me flack because they can't get a hold of him. So I think I'm going to have my insurance company pay for it, and then they have to go after Geico to try to. Yeah, it's complicated, so I have to deal with that at some point today as well.
You were that guy
welcome
watching.
to LA.
Yes.
Shame on you.
No. If there's any group of people in the world who can appreciate confusing nonsense about insurance, it's Star Citizen backers.
Yes.
So
yeah.
It comes around.
Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of my week.
All right. And hello.
Hi.
How was your week?
Not too bad. It was kind of a busy week.
What?
Let me see. We were arranging final arrangements for Gamescom swag, CitizenCon swag.
You know, spoil some of the swag, or is it a swag prize?
Yeah, I mean, so for Gamescom, we're going to have some cool stuff to hand out if you stop by our booth or come to one of our events at night. We've got lanyards, we've got some cool airplanes, we've got pins, and there's one more thing stickers and tattoos. So we've got some cool stuff and happening for CitizenCon 2. Merchandise-wise, making final plans for some polo shirts that we're going to have up for sale most likely next week. That should probably be on Thursday. We're also working on the Big Benny shirts and patches. Those will be in a few more weeks. So mostly merchandise this week.
All right. Well.
And what did you do this week, Ben?
Yes, Ben, tell us about your week.
I've had kind of a nightmare week, I would say. So our long-suffering IT guy, Dennis Daniels, also took a much needed vacation this week. I think he left on Wednesday, which meant that on Tuesday afternoon, my work desktop decided to go to computer heaven.
Like not even Tuesday afternoon. It was like Tuesday afternoon at almost 5 o'clock.
Yes. So and there's Dennis getting ready to go on a 10-day international trip, and I'm really sorry about this. Can you take a look at my computer? And he's the nicest, solid guy in the world, so he did. And I was getting texts from him all night about I'm trying to restore this, most of those efforts failed, so he completely wiped the system, replaced the hard drive, and so Wednesday I came in and I spent the morning, setting up my computer again, and then I got the same hard Windows crash at startup again. So we've been without a computer or an IT guy to have hope of a computer for a couple days. So.
But we've got an IT guy today.
Yes.
Oh,
We've got
we do? What's his name?
Paul Vadine, visiting from
Oh, yeah,
Austin.
that's right. He
Paul
came
from
from
Austin,
Austin,
yeah.
I like Paul. Paul is
Is it Vadine?
Vadine, yeah.
Vadine. I wasn't sure how it was.
I think it's Vadine. That's how I've always pronounced it. I've
I
never.
always
I thought
said
it was
Vaden.
Vaden?
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
And then sometimes I say Vader.
Maybe it is Vaden. You know what? I perhaps have just been pronouncing his name wrong.
I mean,
all
it
the
sounds very exotic when you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Paul, if you're watching, please.
Tell us how to say your name.
Paul, you're not watching.
But only after replacing my RAM or whatever is wrong with that.
Right. I have much love for Paul. Paul was part of our group at Gamescom
Yes.
last year with Hassan and me and Jared that were at the venue till
Yes.
6, 7 in the morning. And
All
part
of
that thing, so.
all of our IT guys are just it's a totally thankless,
No, and they're
dedicated
all-
job. Carl,
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. They all of
Yeah.
them are very just tireless, and
They're just like good people. They're
Definitely.
they feel
I
like
agree.
they always have your back.
I agree. Everyone should go out and hug their IT guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
like
I
your
was
IT
like,
guy.
why is this IT
should.
appreciation?
You should appreciate your
One of
IT
those jerky ones.
because most of the time you only talk to your IT guy when something is wrong.
Yeah.
That's
And,
true.
and so we should take
give them some love.
more opportunity when things are going well to just thank our IT guy for a system that is top notch and performing well.
So it slowed me down a little bit this week, but we still got a whole bunch done. Thanks to Tyler and Matt Sherman, we did the Dragonfly Q&A on Wednesday. We've got another one going up just after this show, so that will probably answer all your questions about the Dragonfly. This hasn't been a really contentious one, though. Everybody seems to be one of those things that people see the Dragonfly and they get it. But
We had a cool video too in ATV.
Yes,
that
yes.
was really awesome.
Yes, it was really good because we talked about last week. And we put in this sale. Hey, it's in progress right now, and we wanted to prove that on the next show. What else did I do? I had kickoff syncs for 2 ships. I can't talk about them yet. Spent some time talking with the lore guys about the Banu and how their culture applies to ship design. Because we want the aliens to have distinct, not just they don't think the same way human does, so they don't have the same, cockpit layout. They don't crew their ships the same way. So we were talking about like really interesting ways to make that apparent in some of our ships. What else did I do this week?
You guys saw a movie last night.
Yes.
No spoilers, but
We saw Independence Day Resurgence last
As
night.
Allie, Toast, and I went and saw Independence Day.
Yes.
It is a tried and true sequel to Independence Day. There's some serious love for the Independence Day canon in there. I can't say it's a good movie in any way. I had a great time, but I'm a guy who loves watching video game cutscenes like from Red Alert, which it kind of reminded me of.
the paper was picking up through the table. Tonight.
My cheat sheet.
So I will just leave it here, and you can reference it if we need it.
Thank you.
And
Well, you know what? Here, let's just run through the items on my cheat sheet right now.
All right.
And I'll just be honest that I have a
Some of those
little
are
pink
mine.
note card. Oh, well, here, I'll give you the alley part separate. There you go. Just like a divorce.
I got the smaller half.
wow, that's
Women usually
not
get the
just
bigger
like
half,
a-
though.
Yeah.
Unless you're in LA and you have a prenup, of course.
Guess what? We don't have anything, so. Unmelts. The third quarterly unmelt token will be given to accounts on July 1st. This is one of those things where if you know what it is, if you want it, you already know what it is. It lets you bring back one previously purchased ship using the store credits and so on. But they do not stack, so if you have one you've been holding on to from the last distribution, use it before July 1st or it will be replaced. And if you're waiting to swap from one ship to another, July 1st is your day.
This is a
Celebrate.
good time to say use it or lose it
You-
because they don't stack.
Yes, use it or lose it, they don't stack. Can't stress enough, they don't stack.
They don't. What's next on the list?
Next on the list, Dragonfly Q&A will be up just after the show. Just looked at it with Tyler. It's all ready to go. So once we're done, you'll have Dragonfly Q&A. And that's all the news updates I have for now. What else have we got?
Hello.
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 Hello. Which section are we in?
We are in stuff. We're just talking about
we're
our
in
week,
stuff and more stuff.
and then
Okay.
we're going to move to Q&A. We're doing a shorter 30-minute episode today.
Okay,
So,
cool.
but welcome. Tell us about your week.
Hello. Tell us about your week. That's always. Well, have we talked about tightening up all our?
We did.
You did, yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's quite a lot going on between the 4 studios, getting the roadmap synchronized for everybody on the video side. So that's quite a bit of work, and getting more buy-in to get more UK and German folks on camera.
Yeah.
But we have some nice templates that Tom and Justin put together. So we're moving forward with that. On the merchandise front, did we talk about that already?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel like I found a good overseas warehousing company.
I did not talk about that.
Oh,
I just talked about our upcoming merchandise.
okay. So after much searching, I feel like I found a nice overseas warehousing company, which means that things will ship to overseas warehouses, and then they'll be shipped local. So we shouldn't have as much. We had a little bit of some problems with a little bit of damaging for some of the Constellation models, so we shouldn't have that issue going forward. It's going to take still a little bit of time, but that's happening. What else is happening? Gamescom is in full swing, so I'm just closing down the booth design with Jared and Nate Dursley and our sponsors for Gamescom. Do people know about that?
No, I don't think we talked about it.
So Intel are our sponsors for Gamescom. So we have a nicer booth in the ESL hall, which is Hall 9. And all of us will be there,
Yep.
except our lovely Justin, who is going to be here at home busily editing everything that we send him.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Home Alone. What else? Events, merchandise, video content.
That was
Just
good.
marketing in general.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on there. It's all happening.
It's happening. All right, Ben. So that's what we've done. We've it's 11:15. You want to take some questions
let's take
for a little
some
bit?
questions.
So if you guys want to go ahead and post your questions in the RSI chat, I will be looking through there and pulling
Use
some
the
out. For,
questions and brackets.
well, I can.
You can
I-
handle.
You know what? It's a
You're
shorter
saying
episode.
You can handle it without.
normally
right.
it does
All right,
help,
here we
but
go. and
bracket.
you don't have the auto scroll turned off.
Well,
so are
you know
you
what?
really living on the edge today?
you know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn the auto scroll off because as soon as I
Oh,
said that, I
okay.
see the
Never
questions
mind.
coming in.
We're
So
only half living on the edge.
right. So from Endio, somebody just buzzed. Yes, wants to know when or what or when or how will be the next concept sale.
Well, we can't say what or when.
Okay.
You're
your
starting
first
off
The next-
asking
but
those
isn't the
questions.
next
We always
concept-
say we can't
No, but
answer.
can't we say the next concept sales a flight ready ship?
We can say it's flight ready. I don't want to say when we're thinking because it'll go with a patch.
All right.
But,
Okay.
Well, that's called a tease. then.
yes, it's.
Stand by. Soon.
I can say, I think we can safely say that one of the things we'll be doing at Gamescom, one of our evenings, will be revealing a new ship that's in concept. So stay tuned for that.
Great. Dr. Gordon O'Dare asks Sandy, he saw your character hair white box. What color is it going to be?
White. No. It's going to be a reddish black color.
Okay.
A mohawk, yeah, exactly. Styling. I always wanted a mohawk, so. Yay, I got one.
Ben Hound would like to know, why are some ships permanently on sale versus limited sale?
Well, we have our initial base set of ships that we came up with at the very, very start of the process. The Hornet, the Freelancer, Cutlass, the sort of base concepts of the game starting points. We keep in packages. They're ready to fly now. You can come to Star Citizen and get started with them. The more exotic stuff that's more role specific, that maybe doesn't have a mechanic in the game just yet, that we put out only for occasional sales and concept sales. As ships come online, we would like to have them be more permanent in the store as options. But even more than that, what we'd like is for them to be available in the actual game. So hopefully it won't be a worry whether or not something's on the website. You could still go to your Astro Armada and get it there.
We have any news on the HOTAS, or still same as the last time we updated that?
It's still, it's still the same as last time.
Okay. Grim Hex, is that effectively the pirate station? And is it a copy of Olisar or something different? It's different.
It's something different.
Definitely something different.
And you'll see more of that in the near future.
Yes, that's cool.
In fact, I've seen that the folks over in the UK have been doing a bunch of space station building lately, components to put together into space stations. That's cool stuff.
A lot of people asking about Brexit. I don't really think we have know anything.
I think nobody knows anything at all. It's certainly touching that there's so much concern from Star Citizen backers, but it's I don't think anybody knows what's going to happen right now.
It's too early to know anything.
And I think it's a long process, so it's not something to worry about right now. It's just to quote Desiderata, which Ali posted on her Twitter yesterday, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should.
Star map posters. We can talk about that.
Star Map, where's that? Oh, any news on the Star Map posters?
How much longer do we think until we start shipping those?
I can ask about shipping some of them today. I mean, we can talk about shipping some of them very soon. It's just some of the overseas warehousing ones.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting. We're kind of waiting to work that out before we started shipping those, because I know originally we said that they were going to start shipping in May or June. So
Yeah. I mean, they are ready to ship. It's just a question of if we try and overseas warehouse them, because we would like them to be in
good shape
Yeah,
when they
exactly.
yes
exactly.
yes posters can be especially tricky to ship.
That was Jared liking a tweet, by the way.
Oh,
Is he watching that?
hi. Are you watching us, Jared?
Yes, Jared, send us a text if you're watching this.
I feel like if he was watching, he would not tell us.
Yeah, because yesterday, his first day of vacation was yesterday, and he was doing CS tickets.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get away from the job sometimes.
Longtree would like to know if you've ever dyed your hair, Sandy.
I did in my teens. I used to do a lot of hair modeling for different hair products like
Oh, wow.
Schwarzkopf and Garnier and all sorts. And I've had it blonde, I've had it red, I've had it light brown.
I've had it green before and blonde.
Yeah,
so I don't know, so-
between the blonde and the next color, it kind of goes.
Yeah. All right. Any news on the Orion?
No, but still, it's on the schedule, but it does not have folks integrating it right now. It's going to come along with the mining mechanic.
Pressure's on, man.
A lot
Pick
of questions. Well, it's a lot of them are the same. A lot of
Jared.
A lot of people asking about ejection seats on Drake ships. I don't believe that.
The trick is to ask the question and then look for the next one while he's.
I am looking through the questions. There's a lot of. I don't think that there's any plans to add ejection seats to Drake ships. I thought Chris.
Yeah, I mean, Chris did that. Was one of the questions intended for the chairman, and none of us are going to disagree with Chris Roberts about what to do with Drake's ships. So.
The music CDs shipping anytime. That's not soon, is it? How are we doing on
No,
those?
that'll be a little bit later.
But we have done some of the artwork. And,
Yes, we've been getting prototypes for the case.
And the music.
Yes, we have the music too.
The
Why?
most important.
Kaiser Khan is asking why the design choice of green or yellow in Caterpillar. The choice of green seems a bit similar to Aegis. Anything about any insight on that or any?
I do not.
Okay.
That's purely on the art side. I think as with most colors in the game, it's because it looks cool. And of course, the idea is our ships will be painted different colors by you.
Any Polaris news?
Yes, but not. It's on track. It's looking good. It's a really cool ship. You guys are going to be very happy. And we will have a concept sale for it a little bit later this year.
Cool. Here's a question about buyback tokens. Do they work for melted packages or just standalone ships?
That is a good question that I do not know the answer to. I believe it's both. Do you know?
I think it's both. I know that they don't work on limited items.
I don't think they work on physical items either.
Right.
Packages with physical items. But I think like a standard package does work. But we'll check with Turbulent and we'll clarify.
I'm
on
almost
the
certain we
force.
can buy back a package. But if
Okay.
it's a limited, if it was like a limited ship, I think once it's reclaimed, you can't buy it back.
Mr. Fusion is asking if there's any news on Barbershop 4. I don't think so. Not yet. It's a good franchise, though. I hope we can all be hopeful. Is there next free flight weekend coming up anytime soon?
We will have one as soon as we want. They're working on 2.4.1, which is going to address some of the stability issues and just general bug fixes. I would expect that once we get that out, we'll look at having a free flight, but no specific date right now.
This seems like a good time to mention the rotating ship that we're going to start doing for subscribers.
Yes, new subscriber perk. You want to tell them about it?
Yes. So next Friday, July 1st, we're going to start doing a rotating ship for subscribers. So every month we'll have a new ship that you get for the month to fly and try out. We're going to start off with the Sabre in July. So any subscribers will have access to fly that for the month. And then we'll have something new in August. Yeah.
We're doing polo shirts then too. Right?
Yep, we've got polos next Thursday. We'll have more info about that next week.
You know what we should do is let subscribers pick the ship next time. Do a poll in the subscriber forum, and we'll just give them all the options
Yeah,
of
that's a
what's
good
in the game
idea.
right now, and they can pick the test pass ship.
I was going next door for the meeting, so I don't know. You want to fill in this hall?
I can have your feedback.
The Kinslayer, or no, not Kinslayer. Peter War
Kingston?
is asking. You can just. Almost. Peter War is asking Ben what his favorite Sequest character is.
Favorite secret? I always liked Lieutenant Krieg from the first
I
season.
thought you were going to say Darwin.
No, don't.
But aren't you proud that I knew a Sequest character?
Well, I watch Sequest all the time at home,
No,
so
you don't.
yes, I frequently get up at like 3 in the morning and watch Sequest, and I'm sure
No, we
the
do not
ways.
have the same.
Okay.
I saw that question.
Yeah, I was looking. Yeah.
Someone asked if we had the same glasses frames. I said no. But they are similar. Not on purpose.
On the scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that we are going to love the PU content you have planned for 2016? I'll give it an 11. I think it's really
pretty confident.
I think everything I've seen so far is
Yeah.
cool.
It's very cool stuff coming up. I am totally confident that a lot of people will love it. I am confident that there are other people who will not be satisfied with anything. And that's
Well,
just the way
that's
the
the
world
world we
works.
live in.
Yes.
Yes.
I will love it. So speaking only for myself, I'm very excited for.
I will say that what we have in the pipeline, I am very proud of, and
Yeah.
I can't speak for anybody else.
You can speak for the four of us.
And is there any work going on to balance player-owned Vanduul ships to be competitive in PvP? I'm gonna assume that everything is still
Everything,
being
yeah, the balance stuff is all being balanced, and especially since most of the ship, it's not even most anymore. I think it's less than most. There are a lot of ships still to be put in, especially the role-specific stuff. So balancing will continue forever.
Enyo would like to know: are we going to get orders for the next hard copy of Jump Point in the near future?
If you ordered Jump Point Volume 2, which we sold back around Christmas time, we had pre-orders up. They're currently in production. It took us a bit longer to get things rolling than we anticipated, but they're in production now, and I would think they'll probably be shipping sometime end of July, August. So yeah.
Quasar asks question: what color briefs am I wearing? Trick question. He is not wearing any briefs.
That's a question Jared wouldn't read out.
I know.
Well,
Well, no. He would read it out loud if it was Jared. What color?
all right. El Pollo Loco, good chicken. Also would like to know, why can I not unmelt physical packages?
Mostly because that's something we're working on fulfillment for right now.
But basically, we've already told the factories things like, hey, we are going to need 72,000 CDs. We're going to need, and
We basically needed to keep the numbers
the same.
Yes, we needed them at a standstill to get that into production. You know, it's possible that we might have something later, but you know.
Yeah, once we've fulfilled all those early physical packages, we can go back and look and say, hey, we can do this again, or hey, we have these left over, we'll have them separately, but
Yeah.
we need a lock number for the stuff we're actually producing. And, you know, in the past, we've shipped some physical stuff already, like the Citizen cards, and, you know, there's the Constellation models for the larger packages.
Yeah.
So, no way to bring those back.
Still a lot of questions about the endless load screen people are seeing too far. They're working on that. That's
That's
gonna be
one
a-
of the targets for
yeah.
241, for sure.
I can't go into the technical details of it because I don't fully understand, but I know that it is. We are aware and working on it.
Yeah, big priority.
Can you tell Jared we all miss him? We will tell him when he returns.
Jared, we miss you.
Jared, we know you're watching. They miss you.
Yeah, see, Jared has continued to text me, but not in a way that.
Says he's watching.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of his new hat.
Is it a Mickey Mouse hat with his name?
Is he a
stitched
Disney
into
man
it?
No, it's a
today?
Star Wars hat. It's like
Maybe he's
A-wing
not
pilot.
watching. Did he buy that?
Probably.
Unless he stole it.
Well, I mean, it could be just like something he was at somewhere and he was trying it on. But
Ridiculous Star Wars purchase, Jared? Well, I never.
So if you're at Disneyland, go find him.
Yes, go for
Yes, he's at
Jared.
Disneyland. If you, for some reason, are at Disneyland and are watching Reverse the Verse before going out to visit the park, be on the lookout.
Well, those
Jared
lines are
Huckabee.
really
Find
long.
Jared, we'll give you a prize.
Someone might be like watching on their phone.
Yes, get your picture with Jared at Disneyland, and we will send you a ship.
I like that.
Yeah.
Can
No,
you
that's
imagine?
great. I-
Watch Jared
Except
walking.
we should have maybe checked with Jared first.
He's gonna be running.
He is going to be. There's somebody right now in the car traveling from way far away to get to Disneyland by this afternoon, so they can
Yes.
find Jared, have their picture taken, so they can get a ship. This is going to be.
No, how happy will Jared be if someone recognizes
He
him?
would. He would
make
love
it-
that.
Like that would
Yeah.
be that'd be the highlight of his vacation.
Yeah.
One time
He needed to
somebody-
get away from us, not.
One time somebody recognized Ben when we were at the Getty, and it was
Yeah.
really crazy.
I remember because Silas tweeted about
Yes,
it.
it was
and-
just such a strange moment.
Yes, my brother was watching, and we went to the Getty Art Museum with my brother, and my sister was visiting, and we had a Star Citizen background. We were getting off the elevator, and somebody else was getting on, and they like did a double take. And like, oh, you Ben Lesnick, and my brother had no idea that it was a thing that people might recognize me. And it was indeed ridiculous, but it's always fun.
All right. Well, it is 11:30. That went by lightning fast.
It
I
did
felt.
go pretty quickly.
So
Well,
we'll talk about what's coming up and
yes. Well, what is coming up next?
Well,
We're going to do our 100th episode of Around the Verse next week. We're splitting into 3 parts, so we're going to have 100th episode, part 1, part 2, part 3 over the next 3 weeks. And it's got some really top-notch content.
Yeah, it's good. It's
God, I
good.
sound like a marketer now.
top-notch content.
Coming to a screen near you.
Paradigm of,
An experience of a lifetime.
Dynamic.
Let's
We've
see.
got a subscriber RTV coming up on Wednesday the 29th next week.
Oh, yes.
It's the DevOps edition that we were trying for last month, and we had to switch it at the last minute because
DevOps
job
busy.
comes first. So we've got Tom Sawyer, Ahmed, and Jason Ely.
Yes.
So there's a thread up in the subscribers den now. You can submit your questions there, but Wednesday at 11 a.m.
And we'll be taking questions live from the subscriber chat.
yes.
What else is next week? Dragonfly sale ends Monday. If you'd like to pick up a Dragonfly, please do. It's going to be available in the game in the not too distant future. It's a heck of a lot of fun, and it's a totally new way to play Star Citizen, which is the best thing I think we can do when we introduce a new ship. You know, it's tempting to just do, here's the medium fighter, here's the heavy fighter, here's the heavier fighter, heavier. But it's so much more rewarding to have a ship that changes the game experience totally. And this is that. So
Definitely.
I encourage you to check out the Dragonfly, the really cool brochure we were also really proud of we put together last week. It's a
The
cool
brochure was
ship.
very
Yeah,
cool.
brochure is
Yeah.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just a fantastic team effort.
Yeah, it was cool watching that come together in a few days.
Yeah.
We have a Bug Smashers on Wednesday.
We do have
Bug
Bug Smashers
Smashers?
on Wednesday.
And isn't Monday shaking up this week?
It's a little different though on Bug Smashers. He didn't. It's the same Bug Smashers, but it's just a little bit different what he goes over this week. So
A new
stay
take
tuned.
on Bug Smashers.
Yes, it's a little different kind of info. Not necessarily as much smashing a bug as talking about some other more technical kind of stuff too.
It was
so
good
that's
though.
kinda cool.
I liked it.
Yes, so we do have a special. I don't know. Are we? It's not.
I'm not sure if we're airing it on Monday or not. So
We don't know when
promise
it's
it,
going
yeah.
to air, but it should. It will air sometime next week.
Yes.
We-
We're putting together a special feature with sort of a similar to Time for the Chairman, but not. So no Time for the Chairman next week, but we have
Yes.
something else.
The chairman and special guest talking things that people want to know.
We hope.
A specific topic on a specific
Yes.
topic they want to know. So-
Yes, one of the things we're looking at for Time for the Chairman in the future is instead of just doing it as broad questions that aren't necessarily what we're working on at a particular time, where we're actually going to ask the devs, what are you doing right now? What can you talk about? And then we're going to go to the community and say, hey, here's this subject. Can you ask questions about that? And we've got. I guess it's not actually a surprise because we asked on the subscriber forum
Yes,
already. So
right. So if you're a
Yeah,
subscriber,
I was going to remind you.
yes,
To,
right. But if they're not subscribers, maybe they want to be spoiler free going into it. So
But I think the big thing is knowing if it's going to air at the 3 o'clock thing, so we don't have people waiting by the computer.
well, we'll put out a schedule on
it'll be
Monday.
that'll be in the comm link on Monday. I
Yeah.
assume we'll know by then. So
Nope.
Heard it here first, guys.
Cool
Look out
stuff
for that
coming
comment.
next week. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I am going to go and shut us down then.
Okay.
You guys want to tell a joke or
We
a
gotta,
funny story?
we
while
gotta
I'm
do
saying
the send off. Who's gonna do the send off?
He's going to insult everybody as we send off and.
Well, we love
So
everyone.
I would encourage anybody out there who is like a sad man such as myself, who wants to briefly pretend it's night.